Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Truly grateful. A German national was found dead in his room here in San Carlos City. I believe the cause of death was a broken heart. I received a call yesterday from one of my subscribers. He's a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. He said, "Hey Cal, such and such was found dead in his room." And at the time he called me, there was still some speculation. Hey, did he commit suicide? Was it murder? No one really knew. They just knew that they had found him. He had been dead for a couple of days. He said, since you're the only foreign vlogger in San Carlos City, why don't you do a video about that, And I said, okay. I thought about it. I said, yeah, I'll do it just to alleviate the fears. And fortunately, it was neither. And I don't say that, fortunately, in a light way. Life is precious, man. It's sacred, man. I'm so thankful that I'm here another day, man, just to do this vlog. But I know what the investigation may say, and I know what the coroner may say about his cause of death, but I believe it was a broken heart. I didn't know him, but I knew of him and I knew about him, and I'd see him around town a couple of times a week, either right here in San Carlos, in City Mall when I'd be walking in the evening time, or if I went to the market, he'd be walking around the market. And Merlin knew him very well, though. And she also knew his girlfriend. She was a massage therapist here, and we hard a few times. And sometimes she'd be over, and I'd have a subscriber in the guest house, and they would even get a massage. Well, Merlin said that he'd been here for years. Really, years, maybe 20 years or something, maybe longer. And he had several girlfriends, but he had found one that he really liked. And they were together for a while, and they eventually had a son. Beautiful little son. And for whatever reason, they broke up, To come find out, she ran off. She just disappeared and took the son with her. And he was devastated. Every day on Facebook, he'd be crying out for his son. Just let me see my son, please, and begging the lady, if you want to move on, go ahead, but I want my son. And he just longed for his son. And it got so bad, I just told Merlin, I said, hey, look, you need to unfriend him. I quit showing me this stuff. And I don't know why they broke up, really, but I do know that she ended up with one of my subscribers. And I asked him, I said, hey, man, don't get involved in that. Don't get involved in those domestic situations. They're dangerous, man. The police will tell you. Of all the calls that they make, the most dangerous are those domestic calls. And, I said, hey, this guy, he loves this woman. He loves his baby. I just asked him, but, he's a grown man. And as I say all the time on my vlogs, people don't listen to me anyway. The only people who really listen to me are trolls and haters. They're trying to find something that I say that they can use against me. People hear me, but they don't really listen. And he said, oh, I'm not going to fool with her. Okay, I'm going to take your advice. I know, you're a friend and you really care about me. But he didn't. And I don't know what she did to him, and I don't know the details and all that, but he made it a whole lot easier for her to stay away. And I'm not blaming him. But every time I saw this guy, he looked worse and worse. And so finally, they found him dead in his room. And I know what the investigation may turn up. I know what the coroner may say is the cause of death. But I know what the cause of death was. He was brokenhearted, man. He loved his son. And to the day he died, he made a post on Facebook begging and pleading for her to return his son. But she never did. He never saw his son again for the rest of his life. Maybe 8 months or something like that. For the last 8 months, he never saw him. And I don't know, guys. I tell you all the time, be careful who you fool with over here. You don't know who you're fooling with. If somebody's involved with another man, I wouldn't deal with it. If somebody's married, I wouldn't deal with it. You know, because it can be dangerous. You know, if this guy, you know, in his sorrow and, you know, love makes you do some crazy things, man. You know, a piece of pussy is not worth my life, man. I'm not going to put myself in that situation. And I'm no saint, because I know what can happen with one of these women over here late in the midnight hour. See, I know that from firsthand experience. So I'm not speaking from some spiritual hilltop. But I wanted to make this video today to let everybody know there's nothing to be worried about over here in St. Carlos. This is a beautiful town. I mean, I would suggest if you're anywhere around here on Negros Island that you come and check it out. But he did die. And at the time I got the call, there was speculation because it took a couple of days for them to find him. Was it suicide? Was it homicide? And I was asked to do the vlog, so I said, okay, I'll do it. Sometimes, you know, we have to turn into reporters, especially when it comes to when we're speaking to tourists, because, you know, you don't want to come here and then somebody else tell you, hey, they found a German national dead over there in his room. And he, well, Calvin, didn't he tell me he's right in this home? This is right in his hometown. But rest assured, man, everything is good. You know, I want to send my condolences out to the gentleman's family. You know, I'm not going to say any names or anything, any real details to protect the innocent. But they found him dead, man, and he died of a broken heart, man. I don't know why, you know, people want to, you know, had their children and get in the way of the relationship between the man and his children whenever things go wrong. And it's none of my business. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I wanted to put the word out. I was asked to do it, and I felt obligated. This is my hometown. I love it here, and you don't have anything to worry about if you decide to come here and visit. So if in America it's getting late, before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody out in the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. Beautiful Saturday morning. You have the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. I'm going to help somebody today. I help somebody every single day. I don't know who, I don't know where, I don't know when, I know how, but I'm going to help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and I'll see you next time.